Variable costs are 64% of sales. So sales for year 3 is given 39,000. Then variable costs are 39,000 times 64%. $24,960. We already know the fixed costs. 13.5. Tax rate is 34%. So let's calculate net income. 39,000 minus variable cost 29,960. Is that the number? Yeah. Minus fixed cost 13.5, minus the depreciation 17,280 times 66%, 1 minus tax rate. I'm just going to go ahead and calculate this on my phone. Turns out this is negative 11,048.40, but OCF is net income plus depreciation. So I'm going to add 17,280 to that. That's 6,231.60. Right there. Alright. Let me also copy this. It's somewhat involved. That's why this quiz has only 20 questions. Alright. I don't think I copied it well. Let me do it again. Come on, I want to get this snow. Alright. Project will require new equipment costing $489 that will be depreciated on a straight line basis to zero over the 5-year life of the project. Estimated salvage value is $172. It requires $41,000 initially for net working capital. All will be recouped at the end of the project. Projected operating cash flow is $201,500 a year. What's the net present value? First of all, NCS for year 0 is $489, right? For year 0. What is the after-tax salvage value? Since this is straight line, When the project ends, what's the book value of the asset? Read the question, it's going to tell you. I'm not using the Excel on purpose here. You could, but I want you to think about it. It's depreciated to zero on straight line basis over 5-year life. So at the end of 5 years, what's the book value of the asset? Zero. So all the salvage value is pure profit. So that's going to be 172,000 times 1 minus 34%. That would be 100, then write it here, 113,520. So this is basically NCS year 5. It's going to be negative. Now, change in net working capital year 0 is 41,000. Change in net working capital year 5 is negative 41,000. OCF year 1 through year 5 is 2015. All right. So our basically cash flow from assets year 0. Negative 489 minus 41,000. So that's going to be negative 530. Okay? That's essentially the cost of project. CFFA years 1 through 4 is just OCF 2015. CFFA year 5 is going to be 2015 plus after-tax salvage, which is 113,520 plus the 41,000 that comes back from net capital spending. $356,020. So all I have to do is enter this to my template. Cost of the project, 530. What's the discount rate? 16%. 5-year project. And cash flows years 1 through 4 are 2015. And year 5 is 356,020. Just read off the net present value. By the way, I was surprised that some of you guys got simple net present value questions wrong in Chapter 8 course. That means you didn't use the template. Or maybe those people didn't come to the lecture, didn't watch the video. Hey, I can only do so much for you. You know how to do this, so I'm not going to go over it. It's basically, you want net income plus depreciation Here net income would be revenues minus cost minus fixed cost minus depreciation times minus tax rate. Yeah, we did a similar problem like that. Okay, you guys tell me how much of next year's sales are derived from the side effects for this problem. Just look at it. Which one is the new product? Yeah, so you're going to ignore anything that has sleeping bags. What happened to the sales of tents? By how much? Yeah, 17,000. How about the climbing gears? What happened to that one? That also went up by how much? 3,000. So total 20,000. That's all. All right? All right. I told myself I was going to be done before 8:45, and I was. You guys have any questions? The thing is already posted. Remember, the earlier you do an attempt, the earlier you can see where you are. Also, you can ask me questions. I won't give you the actual answer, but I'll give you hints. All right? Yeah, I mean, I had students in the past who were really pissed that when they asked me a question, I did not give them the answer. It is a graded assignment. This was especially true